And to be honest, the 175, of course, it's better for me because this is my weight class. And why I said before that I could fight 168, because it was around 2 years ago. I was smaller. Now I grew up a little bit at once. And second, because I needed, I had need to get a really good opponent, and I could move to 168 to get a big fight. Now I got fight, and it's not too much interesting for me to move down for 4 belts for rematch. But maybe I could make 168 for 4 belts. Maybe it's maybe it could happen, yeah. But better 175, of course. The fight was like I expected, something like that. But I expected that he has maybe more. He should more pressure me. Maybe I expect that. But most of his punches I expected, and in my training camps we said to my sparring partners, punch Dmitry for shoulders. If you can catch that, punch for shoulders, and do more body shots and try to hit him left hook. This is why I saw a lot of times his hooks. Of course, it's important for me to come to back home because my family here, my father here, he couldn't be on my fight because he hasn't visa, and I must to hear him now after my victory. I must to see my family because I really miss for them, and people are glad for me, and they doesn't matter without flags or with flags now, because they understand the situation and they are glad for me, and they are glad that not really for me exactly how they are glad that the guy who was underdog, he won a big fight, he won a big superstar, and they glad for me about this more. I want more belts. I wanna move forward. I wanna fight for more belts because yeah, if I win Canelo again, it will like I'm on the same place. You know, I just have the same belt, the same victory. I prefer, of course, to fight for another belts, but we have he has some options for revanche, and of course I give him a revanche because I have to do it. But I prefer to fight with another champion if I could. September, no problem. I will be ready if September, but I didn't. Я еще не получил каких-то предложений и дат по реваншу. Но если сентябрь, то будем настраиваться на сентябрь. Я постараюсь быть готовым к этому.
I have not heard that he wants the rematch. I have not heard that he have not received any offer on the date or the rematch. But if it's September, I can be ready for September. Just he has to decide and use his option. I think Dmitry trains pretty much the same every fight. To be honest with you, he has a regimen that he follows, and I think he sticks to it because it works for him. He said that himself, and you can ask him about it as well in more detail. I just think, as I said right now, I think mentally, I think it was a tougher fight for him, and I think he had to overcome many things mentally with everything that's going on to stay focused. And I think he has one of those. I've said it in previous interviews. I think Dmitry is not many fighters have the mentality that he has, and he's able to remain so focused and calm no matter what happens. And I think that helped him a lot. Maybe, you know, it's hard. I'm thinking about that right now. It's hard to say, but I think every fight that he had their own moments. overall, maybe Pascal style-wise was a worse fight than Canelo, because we knew all along that Canelo has a lot of power, but we knew that Dmitry has the boxing skills, the mentality, the confidence to beat him. I had no doubt about that. I was mostly worried about the star factor and the judges and all of that. Those are the things I was worried about, and he deserves that. He deserves that extra advantage because he was the best.
From the beginning of the fight, I felt that I control the fight. I see many things in the ring what he wanna do, but after maybe 5 rounds, 5th rounds, I was 100% sure that he doesn't like how the fight is going on. Правильно, да? Как бой идет, is going on.
Got it. And last question would be, a lot of people focus on Canelo's punching power coming into this fight, but of course you fought a very big puncher, probably the biggest puncher in the division, and Joe Smith a few years before then. How would you compare those two as far as their punching power goes in the ring?
Типа, как я...
Если сравнить силу удара Канело и Джо Смит.
I told before about the power of punch. I think we have two different kind of power. First one, it's when the people born with the heavy hand. It's really with burn. He born with heavy hand. It's like Arthur Beterbiev or Joe Smith. They born with a strong punch. And second, you can create your power. It's like Canelo. He's create his power. He's tried to punch every time hard, and it's different. But both of them, it's power. But power, they both have a power punch. But Canelo, I think, tried to more но Канело тратит больше сил на то, чтобы сделать свой удар сильным, как бы, да, а кто-то родился с этим сильным ударом, такие как Джо Смит и Beterbiev.
The main difference is that the person like Canelo, the fighter like Canelo, who has the power, who has to put the input to make the power, he spends a lot more energy than, for example, Beterbiev or Smith, who just have the power there. It's just there from birth.
Got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
But they're both strong. They're both strong.
Got it.
Thank you, Ismael. And the next one is the WBA. And how many questions we have?
Iñaki Arzate.
Okay, Iñaki, por favor.
Gracias, Chava. Thank you, WBA. Thank you, Champ. Nice to meet you again. Champ, tell me, if you have the rematch, in case you have the rematch, what can you change of your strategy and your training camp for that fight against Canelo? If you change something for the next match, or you are 100% that we told you did last Saturday, you can win Canelo again?
Что я изменю, да, в реванше?
Да, или ты считаешь, что все то же самое, и ты победишь?
I didn't get an offer for rematch, and I didn't think about my training camp, Now I try to just relax. But when I will get an offer, we will think about our training camp. We will see my fight. We will watch fight and see couple my mistakes. We will see his mistakes, and we try to make better something.
Perfect. And the last one for Vadim. Vadim, in the rematch contract, there is a special clause for that fight, or it's only the rematch for Canelo?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Don't worry. For the rematch, do you have a special clauses for Canelo's rematch, or there is a special
from our
contract?
side? No. Canelo has an option to rematch. if Dmitry won the fight. So Canelo's team has the option to rematch, and they have a certain amount of time to use that option. So they're, as far as I understand, they're deciding right now what they want to do. I mean, they gave us a huge opportunity here to be in this fight. So obviously we have we didn't have any doubts in giving them the option to rematch, which they can use in case they lost. It's a very fair, and I think it was the right thing to do, and we would still follow through with that no matter what.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Gracias, Iñaki. We are the next one, Juancho, please.
Iván Montiel.
Por favor, Iván, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Chava, WBA, thank you for having me ask a few questions. Just two questions. Bivol, do you feel that you could have possibly stopped Canelo in the late rounds? And also, if there's a rematch with Canelo, will you go for the knockout?
Вадим?
Ты считаешь, что ты мог остановить его в последних раундах? Если будет реванш, ты попытаешься это сделать?
Скажи то, что я не то чтобы чувствовал, что я могу остановить. Ну, я чувствую, что я не сделал, да, всю свою работу хорошо на 100%. Но, конечно же, я постараюсь в реванше быть намного лучше. Где-то, да, были в этом бою у меня хорошие моменты, которые, наверное, по истечении времени, я думаю, можно было бы развивать. Но, не знаю, в следующий раз я постараюсь, конечно, быть более... реализовывать свои моменты хорошие.
I can't say that I could have stopped him or knocked him out, and I didn't do that. But what I can say is maybe in the rematch, I can see on some of the things that worked for me, and I capitalize on that and try to use that more, try to develop that more, and maybe it would work to make the fight more in my favor. But I cannot say that I could have knocked them out or knocked them down. I mean, it's not something that I can say.
Thank you, and congratulations on the big win with over Canelo.
Thank you so much.
Gracias, Iván. What is the next one, Juancho?
Juan Carlos Gutiérrez.
Hello, everyone. Good morning from Merida. I am Juan Carlos Gutierrez from PeninsulaDeportiva.com. And first of all, congratulations for the champ for his great performance last Saturday. And I would like to know, Dmitry, there have been some sayings in the last days about a possible match, a possible fight against also Mexican Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. I know this is only saying some version, but I would like to know your opinion about a possible fight against Gilberto Ramirez.
¿Le gustaría pelear con el zurdo Ramírez, otro mexicano de sangre azteca?
Возможность боя с Гильберто Рамиресом. Как интересует ли тебя этот бой? Что ты думаешь об этом?
Fight against Gilberto Ramirez, it's interesting fight for me too, but it's not on the first place. Because I would like to fight for the belts, but maybe he's on the second place because he talked about me many times, he mentioned me many times, and he has a lot of fights. He has a good schedule, good record, and I would like to fight him too. If I couldn't get a title fight.
Gracias.
Thank you very much.
Please? Saludos, Juan Carlos.
Un placer.
Perfecto. Osvaldo Príncipe, Artistas del Knockout.
Querido Osvaldo, ¿cómo estás? Un abrazo, por favor.
Su micrófono, señor Osvaldo.
Micrófono, gracias. Muchas gracias, Salvador. Un gran saludo a todos los colegas y la plana de la Asociación Mundial de Boxeo. Dmitry, welcome to South American, Argentina TV. It's a pleasure to speak with you. Dmitry, we want to know something about your life, your childhood in Kyrgyzstan, your parents, your school time. What can you say about Dmitry Bivol kid?
Типа о моем детстве, да, что я могу сказать?
Да, твое детство в Киргизии, в общем, как
Это
ты рос,
из Аргентины, да, это?
да,
Как я-
yes.
Hello, Argentina. And what about my childhood? I just was growing up in Kyrgyzstan. This is a great country with a great weather, with a great people, and I spent a lot of time on the street with my friends, and I spent a lot of time in boxing gym, and I had usually childhood like many kids in Kyrgyzstan and maybe in all world. And I'm happy that I was born there, and I'm happy that I had my childhood, which I had. And I have a great parents who give me good childhood.
You spoke about Muhammad Ali minutes ago. What did that mean, Muhammad Ali in a Russian kid? And for the future, is possible your fight against Arthur Beterbiev in America that could be the most important success to the boxing Russian in United States. Do you believe that? And can you give me these two opinions? Ali for you in the childhood and a possible next fight with Beterbiev in America?
First of all, about Muhammad Ali. Правильно, про Мухаммеда Али же речь идет?
Да.
He's he's like he's a main guy in the boxing for Russian people. He's the first who the greatest. He's the really greatest here. He's most of famous fighter maybe. On not because he just a fighter, like a man, like a person. I like Muhammad Ali very much. He's one of my favorite fighter and one of my favorite person. And what about the fight, unified fight with the Beterbiev? Of course, the most important fight for boxing fans in Russia, in other countries, I think too, because people want to see fight the best against the best. Only like that we can save our sport, to be interesting for boxing fans.
Last question, and thank you very much. Do you know something about my country, Argentina? Soccer player, food, music, tango. What can you listen about Argentina?
In Russia, we know about Argentina because Argentina has a great stakes and has great football players. And we watched a lot of shows, Argentina shows in 90s. And we know Natalia Oreiro. She's really famous in Russia, and we really like her. I watched this show with Natalia Oreiro. I watched this show with all my family, and we know about Argentina that it's a little bit dangerous country for walking alone on the street. Yeah.
Thank you very much, champ. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Osvaldo.
Gracias, Salvador.
¿Cuántas preguntas más tenemos, Juancho, por favor?
4 preguntas más y terminamos.
We have four more questions, and the next one is.
Vamos, antes de que hable Julius, Chava, quiere hablar Gilberto Mendoza, el presidente.
Por favor.
Okay. Now that you talk about Argentina, in the mid-June, I will guarantee you, Dmitry, safety to you and Vadim, but I will invite you to a KO Drug show that we have. I hope you can be our guest. You will be our guest of honor. Just think about it. We will send you the details. And another issue, I'd like to thank Osvaldo Principe, very good friend, for being here. Chava again, Julianis, and I would like Bernardo Pilates somewhere. Yes, Pilati, and one of my colleagues in the WBA directorate, Jesper Jensen, and very famous journalist from Colombia, Alberto Agames. I want to show gratitude and express it to you publicly, to you and your team, Vadim also, because you were so obedient regarding all the sanctions, all the conditions we put to the sanction. No flag, no national anthem, and you respected in a very way that I know that you come from a good family. I know that you have good parents. You honestly, it was something that shocked me in the fight when I saw that you were so obedient and you respected everything we said. Third, I thought, Dmitry, that I was your big fan since amateurs. I thought that, and I thought I loved your style as a fan, as a boxing fan. Unfortunately, I cannot express it publicly, but I did follow you. I thought I knew everything. But the next question is a guy who was, I met him through social media, and he's part of ESPN Latin America right now. But he was your #1 fan in the world, and I'm going to leave it to you. Julianis, he said before the fight that you were going to win, and he said it a long time before. So I want you to introduce him because I thought I was #1, but he's a champion. He's a super champion, actually, of your fans.
Por favor, Julius.
First of all, congratulations, Dmitry and Vadim. When I met you in Canelo Kovalev, you both said to me, I want to fight the winner, and I beat both. And you did what you say. You beat the winner. And my question is that in a fight like this, against a very, very big star, the pressure, the atmosphere is different than in other fights. How did you deal with that kind of new atmosphere? What kind of that kind of pressure? And did you do anything special in the training camp to get ready mentally for the fight?
Yeah, I can say that this fight was most difficult for me mentally. Yeah, mentally it was most of the difficult fight because everything was against me, but I tried to think everything on my side, even the people who think I will lose, I try to think they are on my side. I should win. Every day I told myself I should win because I'm in boxing since I remember myself. Every time I try to think I have a better skills. I try to think I'm the champion. Every day I work on my mental thing, and I try to be focused only on the fight, not on the lights, not on his belts, I try to think on. I try to see on him like on another opponent, not on the biggest star, like many people think. No, I try to think that he's just a human. He's really human, yeah. It's why I should think about him another. And every day it was work mentally.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Julius. We have just 3 more questions, please, WBA.
Bernardo Pilati.
Por
¿Qué
favor,
tal?
Bernardo.
Gracias. Voy a pedirle a Chava, un gusto, Chava, saludarte. Voy a pedir que me hagan traslaire. Congratulations, champs. Sorry, my question is in Spanish. Yo tengo una pregunta, más que nada una reflexión. Creo que ya las preguntas fueron hechas todas, ¿no? Pero, Bivol, tú te quejaste de dos cosas, ¿no? De que no fuiste tratado como campeón. Y después también te quejaste de los golpes en el brazo de Canelo, en un diálogo con él allí en el cuadrilátero, como que aquello fue algo antideportivo, lo que a mí no me quedó muy claro. Entonces mi pregunta es, ¿qué reflexión queda y qué entiendes, que aconsejas que el boxeo tiene que cambiar, tiene que mejorar, para que no ocurran cosas que te hayan llevado primero a decir que no fuiste tratado como un campeón, ¿no? O sea, ¿qué enseñanza deja esto? ¿Y qué Bivol le aconseja al mundo del boxeo para mejorar nuestro boxeo?
Well, Bernardo is saying that you are not treated like a champion, like a real champion. And then the problem about the punches in your arm, like you say, Canelo in the ring. So how do you suggest to the boxing world to getting better, for more respect to the champions, and getting better for the competition?
Вадик, помоги.
Он говорит, что ты многое, что говорил, ты смог сделать и так далее. Как, и большое уважение за это. Как ты можешь, какие советы дать будущим чемпионам, будущим боксерам, которые развиваются, чтобы быть лучше?
You know, I know if you wanna get a success, you have to do 4 things. It's first of all, it's you wanna like your job, you wanna like what you do, you wanna love it. And second, you should work hard. Third, and you have to work right. You know, you can work hard but not right. You have to work right, smart, and you have to believe in your skills. You have to believe in what you do. I think if you do these 4 things, you achieved a lot.
Dice ahí Bernardo que, bueno, el consejo que le da a todo el mundo es que primero son 4 cosas. La primera es amar lo que haces. La segunda, trabajar duro por ello. La tercera es hacerlo de la manera correcta. Y 4, bueno, pues recoger los frutos de todo ese trabajo.
Perfecto. Él ha dado un buen ejemplo a todos. Yo creo que todos los que somos periodistas independientes nos gustó mucho su actitud y quiero que él reciba ese mensaje, ¿verdad? Que creo que su actitud le hizo muy bien al boxeo.
We want to congratulate you again for your mode about all the week with Canelo. So congratulations again, Dmitry and your team. Gracias, Bernardo. What is the next one, please, WBA?
Hernán O'Donnell.
Hernán, please.
Thank you very much. From Buenos Aires, Argentina, also, Universo Deportivo is my TV program. I want to ask you, what you expect, Dmitry, for your future? Many fighters said that they want to be the best pound by pound. It's a dream for you, for example, being the best pound by pound, for example.
Типа, какие мои планы на будущее?
Да, возможно, там, как у некоторых бойцов стать лучшим, независимо от весовых категорий.
Of course, I want to be the best. I have a dream. I want to be the best. I want to have 4 belts. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And
thank you.
Of course, I want to be the best, and I want to have 4 belts. This is my dream. 4 belts. One of the main thing what I want.
Thank you.
Thank
you very
okay.
much.
Thank you, Hernán. Un abrazo. And the final question, WBA, is for?
Mike Garcia.
Mike, please, again.
In Spanish, para Gilberto, con esto que mencionaba Dmitry Bivol, de tratar de buscar más títulos antes que la revancha con Canelo, ¿cuál va a ser la postura de la WBA con respecto a esto?
Mira, por ahora no se puede tener ningún tipo de postura. Dmitry, he's asking about what's going to be WBA position regarding you looking for the 4 titles. Ahorita no hay postura. O sea, ahorita estamos apenas viendo lo que va a suceder y lo que pudiera ocurrir. Simplemente es un tema de campeonatos mundiales. Respuesta no te tengo alguna firme. I'm just responding him that what's the WBA position. We will be open to analyze it through our championship committee whenever something arises. But now we're just having a very good month and enjoying one of each fights, and we will wait for whatever happens when the petition is asked.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mike, and everyone around the world for having us with this WBA conference with the super champion light heavyweight Dmitry Bivol. I just have a final question, Dmitry. How do you see the fight between Beterbiev and Joe Smith for the next month?
Вадим, что я ожидаю, да?
Да, как ты думаешь, что думаешь об этом бою?
I think Beterbiev has a more chance, of course, because he has power and good boxing skills, but better boxing skills than Joe Smith, because he has a good amateur career. And but Joe Smith has a power, and if you have a power, you can stop the fight in every second of the round of the fight. It's if you're a puncher, you have this chance. And Joe Smith has a big heart, and I think it will be a really interesting fight.
Well, thank you so much. And final word, please, from Vadim Kornilov about this press conference, and congratulations again, Vadim.
Thank you very much. And again, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Gilberto Mendoza, to everybody at the WBA. It's been many years. I mean, I don't remember. Gilberto and I were talking at the fight. There's only this many defenses more that Dmitry can become one of the top level champions that has. I mean, maybe somebody knows. I have not made an inquiry. We have not counted how many more he needs to become, legendary in the number of defenses with WBA. But I think that would be another point that's important to remember. I think if Dmitry can defend the title enough and become undisputed WBA champion, it would also be an honor for us, and I know it would be an honor for Dmitry. And we hope that maybe we can make that. We can hit that mark as well, and it would be an honor. And I appreciate everybody being here, and I appreciate all the very good questions.
Thank you so much. And Dmitry Bivol, please, your last word for the media around the world with this conference.
Yes, thank you. And Vadim just told about my another dream about WBA. Yeah, it will be great, and I'm really honored that I'm a WBA champion, and that I made many defense, and that I'm with WBA since my региональный region, да? Или...
Regional.
Since
regional
my title. It's great when you with the people long time work together. And thank you, Gilberto, again, and thank you everyone for your questions. I'm really great, happy.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.